There's not really a unique story. I've always wanted to be a firefighter since I was a kid, and I took the test and applied, did all that, and became a firefighter, and it's the best decision I ever made. I'm on the busiest rig in the city, and I've been there for 13 years. And people ask, like, why don't you go to a slower rig or something like that? And I was like, I can't see myself at a different rig, so I keep, and it's not the greatest. We're up 3-4 times a night. My sleep schedule is awful, but I still love this job. I still like going to that side of town. I love serving the citizens of Springfield. When I was a kid, I didn't see any, I knew one black firefighter. And when you're a minority kid and you look up for role models, and I was raised on the east side of Springfield, I didn't see any role models. I knew one black firefighter. And then I was the first black firefighter hired in Springfield in 15 years. So I got all the interviews, all the requests, and all of that. And it was a big deal because at one point there were only two black firefighters. It was me and another guy. He's retired now. Now I think we're over 13, I want to say. So it's a big deal. Most people don't see it, but when you come up on the east side and we weren't the most wealthy people in the world. We were poor. And you see that, you see role models, you see people that who are you, and they strive to, it gives them something to strive to. Being a diverse fire department, you see everybody you work with, every all kinds of citizens that you deal with, whether they're tall, short, black, white, male, female. I think it just helps. So, and like I said, being a kid on the east side, you didn't have any role models, and hopefully some kid sees me and sees that I can do that. And we try and tell kids all the time, especially when we're talking to kindergarten classes. We point out, we ask little girls, can little girls become firefighters? And you'll get a couple little boys that say no, and I go, no, we have female firefighters. And you try and encourage that. And it's not just being a black firefighter. You try and encourage girls that they can be firefighters. There's a female firefighter on Engine 1 right now. I'd go into a burning building anytime with her. She is by far an excellent firefighter. My best piece of advice to tell them is to join the Explorer program that we have here. It's run by Brad Miller, and he does an amazing job with those kids. And those kids, we have quite a few Explorers that are actually firefighters right now. So he does a great job with those kids. He trains them, he gets them out, and they know a lot of stuff coming on now than what a regular person would know. So the Explorer Post just gets them ready for this job. My kids are my world. So whenever they're doing something, I want to be, part of what they're doing. And they're all adults now, but I still make sure I'm doing something with my kids. My youngest daughter is a junior at Illinois College, and she's a cheerleader. So whenever she cheers at a game, I'm there. If I'm on shift that day, I use a vacation day. I use a personal day. I'm there watching my kid do what they do. I participate in the World Police and Fire Games. They have their next games are in Perth, Australia next year. So me and my son are going next year. So we're trying to gear up, trying to figure out what we're going to do when we're down there, when I'm not competing. My favorite memory is when I became captain, all three of my kids were here. And they were with me. The chief at the time, Barry Helmricks, he asked when I wanted the promotion ceremony. And I was like, I don't know what your schedule is. He was like, no, what's your schedule? He goes, I'm here for you and your family. And I had it to where I had to get all my kids out of school, but all three of my kids were here when I was promoted captain. And that was the best memory. I could say other things like I've saved lives, I've helped deliver babies, all of that. And that's a daily thing. But my kids are the most important people in my life, and having them with me when I was promoted captain was probably my best memory. That right now, I would just tell those kids, keep your nose clean, stay in the books, and apply when you're old enough to whichever department you're at, whether it's Springfield, it could be Decatur, it could be Chicago, wherever. Just apply, take the test. The greatest job in the world. I've been doing this for 26 years, and I see myself retiring, but not anytime soon. I'm, waiting for my daughter to graduate college next year, and then I'll see where I'm at. But I don't, I don't see retirement on the horizon for me.